emergency responders are on scene. The airfield is currently closed and they will advise when it has reopened. So we're looking right now to see a lot of flights from several different airlines are currently diverted right now. Again, this happening in just the last about an hour and 15 minutes ago. If you're just joining us now, all flights have been diverted going into Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. You can see the scene right there, a small private aircraft, at the airport right there. This is following an incident. We have very few details on what exactly happened, who was on this plane, who was flying this plane, if anyone was hurt. You can see that there are police and first responders on scene. There are EMS. The airport telling us just about a little bit ago, 20 minutes ago, that as of right now, all flights have been diverted and they will keep us updated on when they may reopen. We're working to talk to people who may have had their flight diverted or changed to a different airport. As of right now, again, details are very few, but you can see right there, there's a small private aircraft. It looks like, and taking a closer look right here, we have a photographer, we have a crew on scene right now, and I think they're just about as close as they can be to the scene. But you can see first responders are on scene, EMS, it looks like. We're working to find out more information on these flights that have been diverted from Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. This incident happening, again, just about an hour and 15 minutes ago, an incident involving a small private aircraft. So we're going to stay on top of this story. Again, we do have a crew on scene, a photographer, reporter, who are going to talk to potentially passengers, other travelers who may have seen, may have heard something at the airport, may have more information on flights right now at the airport. So we are going to keep a close eye on this. Again, an incident involving a small aircraft at Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. Right now, all planes are diverted until further notice. The airport telling us just a little bit ago they're going to keep us updated on when those flights will resume. We're going to keep this up here for a while so we can kind of keep an eye on this scene, and we'll bring you the latest as soon as we can. So you're taking a live look right now at Cleveland Hopkins International Airport, where just about an hour and 20 minutes ago, the airport telling us at approximately 6 p.m. there was an incident involving a small private aircraft. Emergency responders, as you can see, are on scene. The airfield is currently closed, and the airport will advise when it is reopened. We're still learning details on who was on this small private aircraft, who was flying this small plane, if anyone was injured. We have not gotten any updates on that. We do see one plane on the runway there. As of right now, flights are diverted. We're still learning, still working to find out when that issue could be resolved. Again, the airport, if you're just joining with us right now, there was an incident involving a small plane at Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. All planes have been diverted for the time being. Looking right now to see if there's any updates on when flights could resume. We're still working to find that out, but definitely a very busy travel weekend for Cleveland. A lot of events going on here. We have the NCAA championship for women's basketball tomorrow, which started on Friday. So we have a lot of visitors this weekend, a lot of people here for the total solar eclipse, the Guardians home opener. So it's a very busy travel weekend for Cleveland. So I can imagine that this impacts a lot of travelers. A little bit ago, we did talk to someone who did have a family member who was flying in from Atlanta to come home to Cleveland and said their flight was impacted. So we're hoping to talk to them in just a little bit here to see if they have any more details on what they learned while they were sitting at the airport, when this was announced to them, when they were supposed to be heading back to Cleveland, when they're supposed to be home. So as of right now, if you're just joining us again, we have little details right now, but what we do know is that all planes have been diverted from Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. Okay, so we're just learning actually right now from one of our assignment editors that the airfield has reopened. So we're going to keep staying on this story. Again, we have a crew on scene, and we will bring you the latest when we have an update.
19 News is everywhere. Download our CTV apps and follow us on social media @Cleveland 19 News.